What would go great inside one of those Fractal Design cases, John?
A nice, pretty, brand new hard drive.
That's true. Or, like in the Meshify 2, where it'll hold 11 3.5-inch drives, maybe 11 22 terabyte drives. As Western Digital has dropped the first consumer available 22 terabyte. Terabyte. I tried to say paratite. Terabyte hard drive. 22 of them, in fact. So available in their standard black, purple, red, and gold. 22 terabytes, now an option from Western Digital.
Man.
Make no mistake, these are not SMR, these are CMR drives. These are ready for RAID, ready for NASA's, ready for your home lab and or business. So, man, I'd love to review like 8 of these.
Please send them.
Just throwing it out there. Like I got plenty of real estate out there to drop new drives into. Just saying.
Yeah, I mean, this is, again, I don't even comprehend. I don't remember how many times we are talking about just the state of sizes that we are getting in storage now versus, how when you and I grew up, we were lucky to have, 500 gigs and be like, oh man, I am on cloud nine.
Well, you were the youngest child, so you got into it a little later. 500. Like I professionally replaced 500. I professionally replaced 80 gig drives. What am I talking about? 80s and 40s and whatnot.
I still have some 40s.
My first PC that I built myself had a 180 meg hard drive. Okay.
Well, I'm talking like, what was
I said
out there.
meg.
Yes, I know it. Well, I'm talking though. What was that? A solid state?
No.
Going to Fry's, and what was the top tier stuff?
Oh gosh.
Fry's. I remember a one terabyte being like close to $1,000.
I don't think they were ever that much. I remember 2 terabytes being upwards of like 400 when they were released. I don't remember 1 terabytes ever quite hitting that number. But I do remember like Western Digital Blacks being like $329 or something like that for a 2 terabyte disc. But the crazy one to me is still SD cards, and especially micro SD cards, because I've spent $1 per megabyte on like 32 megabyte cards and 128 megabyte cards. And I just threw a 1 terabyte into my Switch for $80. So,
yeah, I know. I threw a 500 gig in mine for like 20.
Yeah. Yeah, it's absolutely nuts. But the amazing thing about these 22 terabyte drives is they are using slightly more power under operation than some of their earlier models. So as you can see here, the 22 terabytes using about 9.3 watts under operation. And Western Digital normally ranges from between 6 and 6.9. But the mean time between failures is still projected at 2.5 million hours. And they still come with a 5-year warranty. So.
And again, for the size-wise and everything, price point, MSRP, not that bad. It's coming in. They're expecting it. What they say, $599, so $600.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not really horrible.
Right. For top end storage, that's not bad. What's really crazy is I'm starting to price out like my next big storage upgrade, and I'm going, do I go 18s or 20s? Like times 12. I did add some to the cart the other day. I didn't quite pull the trigger, but I was close.
All right, so the first terabyte hard drive debuted at $399.
Yeah, and that's about what I remembered.
Yeah, the Hitachi Global Storage, 1 terabyte. 2007, $399.
Boy, was it only 2007?
Yeah.
I thought
I did commercially available.
Right. No, I thought it hit consumers in like 2005, but I guess 2007. Okay.
Yeah.
I've got a lot of 1 terabyte drives from 08 and 09. Still like cold storage on my shelf.
Oh yeah.
But yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, there's a couple Seagates that came out that year too for $300 as well.
Yep.
I mean, okay, think about that. 2007, $300 got you either 500 gigs or 1 terabyte. If you just doubled that, now for that price, you can get 22 terabytes.
Well, let's look at what you can get for solid state for $400. You can get a 3.84 terabyte solid state drive for that price. Heck, the 8 terabytes aren't that much more than that. Samsung 4 terabyte for about 700. There's one for 600.
Yeah, I'm seeing mostly 600.
Yeah, okay. They've gone up slightly then. They were starting to crest below 500.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But still, this is not going to be used. This type of drive is not used for your daily driver. This is your server storage. This is your storage bin, essentially. Man, but still at the $599 price point, even for like an amateur photographer or video editor, this is fantastic, and this is within a budget range, and you're going to be able to store a bunch of stuff on this.
Yeah.
With that 5-year warranty, that's great. A lot of times too, within my experience, if it fails even like a couple months after, I've gotten mine fixed. I don't know how things have been now because I haven't had any break in a long time. But I remember even back then, they'd be like, don't worry about it. Yeah, we'll fix it. We'll give you a new one.
Yeah.
You know? And then they ended up giving me like bigger ones because like, we don't have this model anymore. Here's a 1.5 terabyte. It's like, here you go now.
Yeah.
This thing's old.
For the last like 4 years, I've been giving out 1 terabyte drives like candy. Like if it comes in and it's a desktop and it's on my list to repair, it's like, here, have a 1 terabyte drive. Like, oh my god, a full terabyte. Yeah, it's a full terabyte. Enjoy.
Yeah, trust me, you don't care.
Get it off my shelf.
Yeah, there was a 1 terabyte VMNE drive or whatever, $88 on Amazon.
Well, the NM620, the Lexar, is $85 for a 1 terabyte. It's a Gen 3x4. You can get a Silicon Power Gen 4x4 for $95 for a terabyte right now. Gen 4 PCIe.